Alright, hello, stargazers. Welcome in. How is everybody doing today? Hello. Hello, Sime0. Hello, MG. This is not the right music. No, we do not need this right now. There, sure. Why not? I don't know. You know what? Fine. I can talk over this one. Oh, goodness. Hello. Welcome in. Hello, Sime0. Hello, MG. Hello, Daho. Hello, Kalamex. Hello, Koromnak. Hello, Bushmaster. Hello, Johnny Virgil. Hello, Jono. Hello, Daho. Hello, Weston Fox. Hello, Babylon. Hello, Catch. Hello, Vessa. Oh my goodness. Hello, Zengetsu. Thank you for the pin. I appreciate it. Thank you. Goodness. Stop meowing. Hello, Bloodsuli. Hello, Uncreative. How are you guys doing today? Hello on the Twitch side. Goodness. Twitch sent me an email earlier today, and they were like, hey, you know what you should do? You should add more ads to your stream. I'm like, why would I do that? You already forced me to have so many. And they're like, did you know that you could increase your revenue if you put in more ads? And I'm like, yeah, and I'm sure I'd increase my revenue a whole bunch if I just made the entire stream ads, but I don't think we're gonna do that. Now are we? Anti-Daho policy. Oh, thanks, Bezos. Appreciate it. Don't you just love anti-consumerism? I wish I had a choice. Because the thing is, like, a lot of you guys support me in ways that are a lot better for the streamer than ads are. But they don't want to give you that choice. Funny you say that, I was hit with 3 unskippable ads at the start of the stream. Well, I don't know what to tell you about Google. This was Twitch telling me. If there aren't ads, what is Daho going to watch? Oh no. I'm sorry. Since I'm watching it mobile, I can't even type in chat? Wait, why don't you just turn it vertically? Doesn't that work if it's vertical? What? I think that you can also, like, summon a sidebar. It doesn't? No? There's no way to, like, summon a sidebar or whatever? It's funny how someone donating $5 in Ko-fi gives you so much more than running ads for, like, 1,000 viewers. True, though. Extremely true. If I'm in an ad, I cannot type because it pauses the ad. I did not know this. That is horrific. Oh my gosh. I was not aware of this. I did not know that was a thing. Oh my gosh. I should just watch on YouTube, no ads there? I mean, if you're Daho, there are, but if you- look, anyone on the Twitch side, if you want to jump on YouTube, you are always more than welcome to. We would be happy to have you. They will welcome you with open arms. It is completely up to you. Alright. Yes, YouTube shenanigans. The thing is, like, I don't like that there's no choice in the matter, you know? I don't like that you don't get a choice whether or not you can play ads. It's just like, hey, if you want to use our platform, you have to. Also, we're gonna now make it that, like, even if you're not Twitch affiliate, we're gonna make it so that we're still gonna play ads on the free accounts. And then there's people who, like, leave Twitch affiliate specifically not to be serving ads to their community. And they're like, we're gonna change that. Yeah, we're gonna... Johnny Virgil. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, more ads. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh. If you're talking to Daho and constantly asking for a feedback, you can essentially stun lock her. Oh, you guys are terrible. Thank you, though. Oh gosh, what I want to know is why does my chat on the Twitch side sometimes move upward? I don't get that either. Oh, alright. Goodness. Shall we head back to the mountains? Also, I have a quick question. Should we swap out Silver Ash and Stream Nights right now? Because it kind of doesn't feel right for him to be here at this moment. Kind of thinking I might want to switch him with, like, I don't know. Kind of thinking this is not quite the right apart at this point? I don't know, it feels a little strange. Fair. Yeah, I don't know, like, temporarily? As long as Vivi gets it. I think I'll switch him for the- this feels targeted against me. It's not! But I'm currently very not anywhere near him. Add Lapian. That's what I was thinking. I feel like, you know, for the time being, until we're like a little further in, I kind of feel like it doesn't make sense at the moment. Astronale is technically connected to Yarak. Oh gosh, she's not leveled though. She's not leveled, but she's a 200 trust. I might just swap in like Kanto or something. It's still very early, so I think we're okay team-wise. Trust is all you need. Alright. Okay. We are going to turn the alerts off. And we are going to trust in the bird. Is this a coup against me? No! Like Vessa said, it's not personal. It's Lorac, your Tiff Silrush here, what do you mean? I just like, for like a stage or two. Just for a stage or two. While we're locked in, I don't know where. Well, I technically do know where, but you know what I mean. Anyway. Alright, we're gonna, what am I doing? We're going to mute this, jump in here, there we go, jump in here, there we go, okay, we're good. Alright, let's see here. Okay, break the ice, we continue onward. Alright. I need to remember to add this theme in at some point. It works perfectly. Okay. You read the comments by Austin Fox and me after last stream about- oh shoot! I did, but I don't remember now. Hang on a sec. I did, and now I don't remember, and thank you for reminding me, because now I need my sticky notes. Yeah, I was saying this wrong, I think. Forgetful Fox? No, it was- okay, to be fair, it was like right after last stream, so it was Tuesday, okay? Shoot, that's gonna be so far away now. I forget what the consensus was. Can somebody remind me what the consensus was on this? Is it just like with, is it like with an S? Okay. So Arktos. The Arktos, okay. This is why we need the recap. Oh, alright. I think we're good here, right? Why are we going back to Mountain? He got a new module. My gosh, stat boost. Also, what? The flipped prism was scared me. Okay, Arktos. We can do that. We can remember that. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that. Alright. Jump back in here. Those who are driven by impulse emotions can be hard to reason with. Give them some space to calm down. Alright then. You can bring Mountain. He's the most lore accurate of all of them here. you know what? That's kind of funny. Temporarily, you know what? Temporarily, we will. And you know what? We'll do that because it'll make, Zangetsu feel better. And not that I'm attacking him with some MG conspiracy or something. So we'll do that. Temporarily. There we go. Temporarily we'll swap around. Alright. Ready to jump in. Okay. Lara, you're a lovely one to your family, helping with work the second you're back. No, I'm just doing what I should. I'd love to take a good look around, too. Ah, it really does change once you study outside. Far better head on you than my little brother. What a wonderful girl you are. Shame. Who knows if I'll ever find one as nice as you again after I move. Wait, Sasa, you've been living fine here all this time, right? Why the move? My dad, you know? Yesterday at the Tri-Clan Council, they announced the Saintus would lead the three, right? Now Dad's all fired up. Oh, Uncle Zor was always against Sir Enciodes' open door policy. Right? We all moved here from up north back then so my brother and I could get work. And here, Dad pretty much got used to it over the years. And now they announced the resignation yesterday and he's over the moons. At dinner last night, he was going on, mad at Sir Enciodes for everything he's done these years, and I was fed up hearing it. I even had an argument with him. But you can't change his mind in the end. We might end up moving straight back to the Palaroch's territory. So what about your brother's job? Who knows? Once the resignation's through, it's up in the air if Turicum can still do business like before. I heard the Palaroches say, see, in the first place, it was the Saintus last council who wanted Sir Enciodes handing the valleys and mines over. If she's going to govern Yerag, Sir Enciodes probably isn't getting any favors. That's true. It's a good thing too, though. You might have missed it being outside so long, but the three clans got along fine at first. It's just, lately, they've fallen out more and more with each other. A lot of people were scared after last council. We'd get into a full-blown war. Yeah, it's amazing how Sir Enciodes yielded on this, and he's putting power with the Saintus. Yeah, just, it should have happened long ago if you ask me. I don't hate his open door policy, seeing as our family made a good living from it too. But sometimes it really does feel like the old people say, how Yerag's not like Yerag anymore. Him deciding to give away now and make less of a fuss, everyone approves of that. It's just old grumps like your big brother against it. My brother. I'm back. Oh, you silly kid. Told you to relax once you got home, but you just had to work. You and your oripathy thing. You might not feel bad about your health, but we still hurt over it. It's alright, sis. A bit of work like this won't get in the way. Where's bro? He said he was heading to the factory just now, and went out all in a hurry. Said he wouldn't be back today either. The factory? Is that the captain? Captain, is something up?
Vacation's over, Aurora. The doctor got nabbed at the station by the Palaroch family yesterday.
Huh?
Doctor went with them, voluntarily. You should get what I mean. Likely some sort of plan ticking under that hood. I took a rough look at the map. Takes some time from the station to the Palaroches. The doctor should have gotten there by now, and we ought to be on our way. I'm using the pretext to head to yours now to check the situation. Then I'll come out and converge with you.
Got it. I guess I'll go rendezvous with the captain then. I see. So you're the one from Rhodes Island.
So, you didn't pick me out on purpose.
Correct. You're very unique, but I don't know why it is you're so unique.
Back at the market, what did you mean?
It was no more than a word of advice. You see, aren't you under the watch of a group of strangers, unfree to even stroll outside?
What do you know?
Before I answer your question, tell me first, for what reason did you come to Yarak?
To help Cliffheart make up with her siblings.
Mending the three Silver Ashes' relations? You speak some hefty words. I'm very curious how outsiders like you regard this land of Yarak.
People here... Well... People here are faithful.
In the end, their belief in Yaragander is the root of what condenses the people in this land together. But at times, I felt the people are somewhat too dependent on belief. Can you sympathize? You tell every worry you have to the divine, hoping they'll come to help solve things, and so you turn. Though so clearly you should use your own willpower to change circumstances. You just take divine will as an excuse to stagnate. Though so clearly you till by your own hands to gain your harvest. You still thank the divine for their generosity after the fact. Though so clearly making the choices, putting in the effort, should be for each person's own. The way you see it, should Yarak change?
I don't know this place well enough yet.
How cautious. But I don't mind the cautious at all. It's just a shame. You probably have little time left to learn how this present country manifests.
So, what do you know?
I have a friend. This friend has been thinking, all this time, about how to finally change Yarak for the better. However, she's thought for a long time and can't come up with an answer. She's gradually realized that everyone thinks different to her, and their mindsets, no matter who they are, all disturb her. She wants to do something, but every time she wants to, there's always someone advising against her. And now, she finds, she's become slowly unable to stop what those people wish to do. And it's in this moment you've arrived.
You think this is some sort of omen, then?
Omen?
Perhaps any port in a storm is a more fitting description.
An invitee of Enciotes, come from outer lands. The spectrum and scent of you give me an otherly feeling, peculiar and novel. Tell me, stranger, what does your arrival portend?
Come to mention it, maybe you can do me a favor. Encia, I hope this letter finds you well. I've heard you've come back to Yarak. Very, very happy for that.
Though I can't descend the mountain to meet you, getting word that you were safe and healthy delighted me more than anything. I also hear that the people helping to treat your oropathy came to Yarak with you. If I have the chance, I'd love to express my thanks to them. For saving my sister, they deserve the blessings of Yaragander. Remember to greet your neighbors and tell them you're sound. Be early to bed and early to wake. And don't forget to pray twice to Yaragander every day. Also, you're not allowed to climb any mountains. Alright, I think you're probably fed up of your sister going on, so I'll stop nagging you here. May you enjoy your time back home, Encia. I'll pray before Yaragander for blessings upon you. P.S. If you can write a letter back to me, that'll be all the better. Come on, I only got her last letter not long ago. Seriously, it's like she hasn't written in forever. She's on my case like this every time. Thank you, Yar. You're always the one handing me my sister's letters. It's alright. The great Saintess can't descend at will, so I'll go out and about in her place, and bring back outside news to her. It's as she desires, too. Sorry, though, I've got no room to write a letter back for now. I'm about to get ready for something else. Based on the bag next to you, you're going to head outdoors? Yep. Where are you going? To climb Jungfrau? Come on, I forgot until you mentioned it. I still haven't conquered Jungfrau. But where I'm going is to the valleys this time. The valleys? Aren't they about to be handed over to the Vinebead Court? And there's so many factories there too. What are you going to do? The doctor's gonna head there, which means I have someone to see. Oh, Yar, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Ah, I do believe I've heard tell. The guest taken away by the Palaroches? Mm-hmm. My guess in the first place, concern for the doctor's safety is really weighing on me. You're such a good girl. But take care. I hear things haven't been too calm there lately. Mm-hmm.
Lady Encia, we can depart now. Worry not. All responsibility will lie with me on this departure.
You're a huge help, Uncle.
It's rare you ask me to help you with things. How would I ever refuse this?
Yar, I might be gone for a little long while. If you can, go back and tell my sister I'll reply to her after I'm done. It's quite alright. I can wait.
Aurora, I need info to make judgment calls, especially your views as a local. Tell me how you see the doctor's current situation.
Gnosis was likely in a very sensitive position, given he was formerly in charge of the mines and valleys. Sir Enciotes putting the doctor in that same position now is bound to draw Arknights' attention.
Tell me in detail about why the mines and valleys are such a sensitive area.
It'd be more convenient if we had a map on hand. Yerag's topography isn't too complicated, and it's not very finely partitioned either. Usually, us locals just call each area the mines, valleys, woodlands, lakes, mountains, creeks, and plains. The creeks and plains, and most of the lakes, are the Palaroches in the north. The Browntails in the west are mainly the woodlands, and the minority of the lakes. The Silver Ashes are mainly the mountains, valleys, and mines. They have so little of the lakes you can essentially ignore it. And the valleys and mines, actually, they represent nearly half of the Silver Ashes territory already. Between them, the mines have always been incredibly important land to the Silver Ashes, because practically all the ore used in Yerag comes from there, while the valleys were only developed in recent years. Originally, they were extremely poor land to work, and there weren't more than a few hamlets. People always considered it an area with no use. But after Sir Enciotes founded Carlin Trade, he chose that land to use for siting factories. The majority of Carlin Trade's manufacturing is built there, and it's extremely close to Mount Carlin, too. On top of that, I exchanged some info with Yerag merchants before we left, but everyone who comes outside to do business is related to Carlin Trade in some way. A month ago, with the Great Saintess's backing, the Browntails and Palaroches requested and organized a team to investigate health and safety issues at the factories. But the team met a surprise attack secretly ordered by Gnosis, who wouldn't play along at all. I don't know how that info came out, but everyone believes Gnosis was involved in it. That led to the Palaroch's head, Arktos, getting inspiration from the Vinebead Court to send troops to station in the valleys, and it's because of the consequences of Gnosis' extreme actions that he was finally removed.
At the meeting, the doctor mentioned Enciotes' reason for making the invitation. We do help construct Aripathy-related facilities for Carlin Trade, but he never mentioned having the doctor manage anything in his place before. Which is to say, the doctors actively climbed onto the scales of this conspiracy. Very doctor-like to do.
That seems likely, but Carlin Trade and Rhodes Island have a perfectly fine relationship, and the doctor would probably only accept because of that relationship. For now, I can't imagine the reason why Sir Enciodes would want to set up the doctor. What do we do now? Contact Dr. Calcet?
The land ship's headed for Victoria. We need to use the use of a local large-scale comm station, because our handheld equipment's got no way to get in touch.
Captain?
I surveyed for a stretch. Guard force at the doctor's present placement is low strength. The Palaroch residence should have about 200 in guards, training and arms not up to outside army standard. We can break through on a surprise raid. I've checked surrounding terrain too. Alternate plan is we infiltrate, but that needs setting up explosives in multiple locations beforehand. Going in and pulling out both need manufactured explosions to draw attention. There's some points in the wall structure that'll let...
Wait, Captain! I feel like things aren't going to get to that point.
No matter what happens, we need to ensure the doctor's safety. That's our first priority.
I agree with that, but... if we bring force against the House of Palaroch in the run-up to the grand ceremony, then I'm worried Rhodes Island will end up an enemy of Mount Carlin. What will the Yarag operators at Rhodes Island do?
I need to consider the worst-case scenario, and the least honorable way of solving things. The present outlook is pessimistic, and if I have to make a choice, you know I'll only choose the doctor. We all hope things won't go that far, but you know as well as I that it doesn't depend on us, and I have a responsibility to the doctor and Rhodes Island.
I just can't shake the sense that Sir Enciodes probably has his own plans. The doctor chose to play them at their own game, so some kind of clue must have been there long ago, and the doctor's already prepped to deal with it.
I've never doubted the doctor's abilities for a moment. I believe. But I need to make my own preparations beforehand. The doctor put me on standby, so there's a place for us in the plan.
We need to get in touch with the doctor first.
Aurora. You respect Enciodes a lot.
Yes, without him, I would have never been able to leave Yarag and come into contact with the outside world.
Understandable. But for the moment, I want you to forget that. Starting now, you treat him as a hypothetical enemy. Can you do that? If you feel like you can't, you can head back right now. I won't blame you.
But at the same time, I'm an employee of Rhodes Island, too.
Remember what you've just said.
Understood. But do we have to watch out for Cliffheart and the rest, too?
I trust Cliffheart, but have no confidence in Encia Silverash. For now, we figure out how to meet up with the doctor.
You're the doctor's subordinates?
Slash. In an instant, hardened steel blade streaks through air, stopping just a hair's width from the woman's neck.
Wow, that's a rare way to use a sword here.
Who are you?
Well, there's no need to be this ferocious to an ordinary girl you've just met.
Hitting this position and cracking a joke in this context? Does that make you an ordinary girl?
Put the blade down first. Your Rhodes Island doctor sent me. I was asked to bring you a message.
Smoothing things over. Okay, then.
What blocks the way, I will burn through.
Alright, noted. Where are we? Okay. We can pretty much just have everybody hold up in the front here. Oh man, there's so many great uses to have,
Il posto stupendo.
This is clearly made with Cliffheart in mind, and it bothers me. Alright. Okay, Mountain, do you want to take this side? Vulpus can pretty much stand on her own, I think. Get DP from here. We'll set this up. Let me think here. I don't think either of them are really going to need any. Let's see. We'll have they're both kind of self-healing. We'll actually let's do it in the back here just in case. That's fine.
Charging.
I don't think there's gonna be any problems here. Let's have Goodbye in the back.
True battlefield. This is the right place to set our wings.
Oh, I'm sorry that your ears bleed hearing my voicing. You don't have to stay if it really makes you uncomfortable. If it's really that awful.
Why the rush? The road to the afterlife is crowded enough.
Sorry if my British accent isn't very good. You don't have to stay if you don't want to. Alright, you know what? Let's have these girls working together.
No blade has mercy. Brace yourself.
Everyone's pretty much good here. This is still an earlier stage, so we can probably speed things up. I don't normally go in 2x speed, but I think we're okay this time. I say that as soon as I realize that Suzerain's not doing great. Alright.
Your lives are mine to protect.
We're pretty much set here, I think.
Hey, don't repent.
Why the rush? The road to the afterlife is crowded enough.
And we are basically set here.
Mission accomplished.
All right. All right, hang on a sec. Yeah, I don't know. Last time I was told that she had a British accent, I was given her voice lines. I realized that she had a British accent. I always go by what the voice lines give me. I changed it specifically for this stream because I was told it was more fitting. I'm just gonna continue going through how we've been going through it. Playing on 2x, mountain placed in enemy's path. Who are you and what have you done with Starlight? Look, I think we can play on 2x when we're in the early stages. Once we know that we're okay. Alright. Onward anyway. Onward anyway. Well, well. You actually came to us Browntail's territory for a visit all by your lonesome. You got balls, no sis Edelweiss.
I've always been upright and honorable.
That's rich coming from you after you were kicked out of Carlin Trade for your shady business.
I thought I'd see Ratatos here.
Anyone could bluff like that. Ratatos wasn't going to just take your word so easily.
As I said before, it takes two to cooperate. It seems my words have reached her, and that's more than enough to me.
Talk all you want. So, since you came here all by yourself, you said last time, things have come to this. What's that all about? What things have come to what?
Why do you think Ensiodes proposed this transfer of powers?
Isn't that because he can't take on both the Palaroaches and us? And so he figured to compromise?
Compromise? Whew, compromise. Think again, Madam Scurious. I dare say that your sister thinks otherwise. Ever since Ensiodes came back to Yerag, was there any single thing he did that wasn't in pursuit of his ultimate victory? Is his proposal to put the Saintess back in power really a compromise? Here's a hint. The ceremony.
What about the ceremony? Don't tell me he's going to throw a fit there and refuse to turn over his powers.
The ceremony is nigh, and there will be more trains coming in and out of the Silver Ashes territory, transporting both resources and people. Take a guess. Why did Ensiodes himself propose to hand the Saintess his powers, even arranging for it to happen on the day of the ceremony? Arktos is a short-sighted man. He thinks Ensiodes will pull some kind of dirty trick once she's in control. And so he reassigned his men to guard the valleys and the mines, even to keep an eye on the doctor that Ensiodes invited. But the funny thing is that he doesn't know it's all pointless. Cirrus looks into a corner of the room for a brief moment. There is nothing there, but Gnosis notices it. Gnosis looks straight at the wall there. Ratatos, you can't be that stupid. I will tell you what Ensiodes is planning. But you'd better see me yourself next time. Even if I have to see his schemes come to fruition and you two imprisoned, I won't allow myself to be made a fool of again. Now excuse me.
Ratatos. Hey, Ratatos! I know you're there!
Pipe down, Scurus! There is a rumbling noise, and the wallboard slowly moves to the side. Ratatos, sitting inside, slowly rises and steps out.
You believe in what he said? Maybe I should say I'm shocked that you never considered the possibility, sister. But even the Saintess is on our side now. Can Ensiodes really be so unscrupulous that he... Don't be silly, Cirrus. From the moment he first trampled our faith, when he laid his train tracks straight to Yerag and broke away from the Saintess. No, ever since he so calmly agreed to let his sister become the Saintess, in exchange for his seat in the Tri-Clan Council, he hasn't cared. We all know how well those siblings got along in their earlier years. I also once thought that letting the devout Enya become the Vinebead Court's hostage was a brilliant move. But now? I wouldn't be surprised if he one day brought his men up the mountain to burn down the whole Vinebead Court. Don't tell me Ensiodes is really going to use force. Slow down, sister. There's another possibility. He could be pulling our leg. Why? To make us think he's up to something shady so that we end up making the first move. What good does that do him? If he's not trying to have somebody else do his dirty work and off his enemies, he's trying to find an excuse to start a war and earn himself some clout in the end. Whatever it is, we're probably all in trouble. Well, how do we figure this out? No idea. None at all? I'm not exactly omniscient here. But if he's lying, there's got to be holes. You.
Your orders, Matriarch.
Dig up anything you can find on Gnosis. We've looked into him before, but he's had lots of dealings since his job got handed off. There should be a lot more clues now. Start there.
Understood.
You'd better not disappoint me, Gnosis Edelweiss. Ratatos, if he was telling the truth, would you really take him in? Why not? He's an Edelweiss, the family who got Ensiodes' father killed 15 years ago. So what? They betrayed the Silver Ashes, but when Ensiodes came back from studying in Victoria, this guy tagged along wanting a slice of the pie. If you ask me, he's the type who doesn't give two licks about loyalty, only profit and success. Now that he's made an enemy of his master, he's got to find a new sugar daddy to get his revenge. Right, that's the most obvious reason. So you... Cirrus, the Silver Ashes control the gates. The Palaroches have their rich farmlands and their army, but the Browntails have nothing. Why do you think we stand as one of Yerag's 3 families? Because what we do earns the highest return. I learned Grandpa's lesson just as well as you did. Right, since I'm letting you in, there are lots of things that you really must spend some time pondering. As a child of the Browntails, in times like these, you need to know the best course of action. It's more than just knowing the risks of dealing with a criminal. You need to learn to assess all this yourself. Profit always comes with risks. We need to learn how to mitigate these risks beyond just shutting them out along with the profits, dear sister. Our biggest worry is that everything he just said was true, but also part of a lie. Another thing. You've gotten really close with that servant of yours, haven't you? You mean Monk? Monk, Conch, Nonch, whatever. Don't trust anyone too much, sister. I don't need you to tell me what to do. I'll show you how much stronger I can make Browntails without you! I should never have given Ensiodes this chance. I have that brain-dead moron Arktos to thank. Take Enya away from her scumbag brother? Don't make me laugh. Whatever. Yucatan. Yes, matriarch? Let the Palaroches know that I'll visit in a few days. Of course. Doctor, we've entered the valley.
It's about time.
Sorry, Sir Arktos never permitted any rail tracks to be built in the Palaroches territory, and it's not in our habit to use cars. I suppose it may not be easy for a foreigner like you to ride a burden beast.
Dr. Starlight, welcome. I'm Sir Ensiodes' secretary, Juster. Please, allow me to accompany you as you survey the area. To give Sir Arktos the absolute peace of mind, we'll ask you to inspect each and every factory and mine site before they're declared closed. Once you have checked everything here, both Sir Arktos and the Great Elder will give their approval. Only then will the transfer be considered complete. What do you think, General Valai?
That would be for the best, of course.
In that case, please follow me. We'll take a stroll and get a grasp of the environment and situation here. Still, this is just way too sudden. Right, I had heard there was bad news from the last Tri-Clan Council, but that's not enough to send us running. My son was hurt while working in the factory not long ago. I'm still waiting for his medical subsidy. We always believed in Sir Ensiodes. He's not going to abandon us, is he? All of us put in so much work to improve the Yerag's livelihood. He can't just shut the factory down like that. What about infected like us? We finally found work at the factory. Please, everyone, calm down. Listen to me. Oh, nice timing, Doctor. Courier? It's been a while. I'm really sorry that we dragged you into our local affairs. Please bear with it for a little while longer. Once the ceremony is over, the Silver Ashes will properly receive you. But before that, I think I might need your help with something. You want me to help calm these people down? Sharp as always, Doctor. Looks like you're doing well yourself. Don't be so humble, Doctor. Your abilities are on another level. I've seen for myself. And we'll need your help with many other things as well. Well then, I'll need to borrow the Doctor for this job of mine. Just for a bit. With the Palaroach's mind.
By all means.
Friends and countrymen, Sir Anciotes has personally instructed me to offer all those affected an explanation on his behalf. It so happens that the Doctor is here too. The Doctor is Sir Anciotes' esteemed guest, and Carlin Trade's current Chief Technical Officer. Today, together with all of you, our guest will bear witness to this message. At the Tri-Clan Council, the Great Houses and the Vinebead Court reached an understanding for the interim, and will begin discussion on any follow-up matters. Because of the grave mistakes made by Gnosis, the previous CTO, Carlin Trade must shut down all of its factories in a show of goodwill. Once the transfer of powers is complete, the Silverash family will actively work with the Vinebead Court and advocate for a gradual reopening of some of our factories in a controlled, carefully planned manner. Please trust me, and trust the Silverash family that this is for the best. Now, as I introduced earlier, and will emphasize once more, this is Sir Anciotes' esteemed guest, as well as Carlin Trade's current CTO. Our guest is a master not only of the production and mining technologies that we are all familiar with, but also the prevention and treatment of orypathy. The Doctor likewise represents a medical organization that will help Carlin Trade answer the critical questions that we are all struggling with, including the medical support issue we were just discussing. Such things would not be possible in our mountains of yore, and together with the Doctor, Carlin Trade will bring about this new future. At the same time, it is Sir Anciotes' wish for the territorial subjects of the other two houses to cast aside their differences and help us build Yerag. There is no need for panic. Please put your faith in Sir Anciotes and the Saintus. Have faith that Yeragander will never abandon her children. By Yeragander! By Yeragander! By Yeragander! Now then, I will... Wait, hold on a minute! After hearing you out, I have something to say! Please. It's not that we don't trust the other two houses. It's just, we've really had it fairly nice the last couple of years thanks to Sir Anciotes. We have work, we get enough food to eat, and we even get painkillers. We never had it so easy before. Since we heard the factory was going to be shut down, we've all been worried that the good times are coming to an end. Please rest assured. The Doctor, as I introduced just now, is an orypathy scholar. Carlin Trade invited the Doctor here precisely because we are concerned about our infected workforce's livelihood. So please put your faith in us, Carlin Trade. One moment. Yes, is there something you'd like to add, Doctor? Trust alone isn't going to keep anyone fed. So merciless, Doctor. Friends, it's true. I'm not done yet. We didn't keep our internal affairs in check, and that led to you losing your jobs. That is entirely our fault. Carlin Trade promises to keep your original positions unfilled. You will continue to be compensated, and we will arrange job opportunities with equal or even greater pay and benefits. And I'm sure you can already tell that, unlike Gnosis, the Doctor actually understands what you truly need. The Doctor will bring Carlin Trade the technologies that will truly benefit our day-to-day lives. Right. This is what Sir Anciotes truly wanted all of us to know. Sounds great. I'll head back and let everybody know. Good. That's very good. But don't forget Yeragander's teachings, young man. Phew. Good work. Not at all. It's my job to speak for him. Convincing performance. Not at all, Doctor. Actually, if it wasn't for you, I probably would have forgotten to say all that. Okay, I'll take my leave now. Courier. Yes? You can't be here just for that. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Doctor.
All the requirements have been met, just as Madame Cirrus expected. Enciode sent Weiss, presumably, as some kind of insurance policy. But that's not nearly enough. You are to ensure that things go according to Madame Sirius's plans once Weiss is gone.
Yes. You were followed.
What? I didn't...
There was only one of them, now long gone, running after the men Cirrus assigned to you.
I'm very sorry for betraying your expectations, Sir Gnosis.
No, perhaps this is for the better.
I'm prepared to be your pawn and to do whatever you say.
I'm just a researcher, Monk. Pawns are meaningless to me. What I want is a partner that I can work with. Proceed with the plan. Don't worry. Ratatos and Cirrus won't catch you.
Understood.
Even to the very end, I do not know why these people drew their blades. Perhaps even they did not know themselves.
Alright. Let's run again. Monch should rhyme with conch and gonch. Otherwise, Ratatos' line doesn't make sense. More like munch than monk. After all, sorry for the misinfo. All good. No worries, Janu. Alright, let's... So if it's conch, then it's gonna be... I'm guessing monch. Or munch? Munch, probably. Probably a slight U in there. 3-star first try. Ooh, pro gamer star. Yeah, recommended level 35. Alright. Let's change this. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Hang on a sec. Whew, okay. I'm doing alright? I think we're doing okay. For the moment. Goodness. This is definitely a lot. Now on to find the next name I told you the run pronunciation for. Lovely. Monch, crunch, monch. So sad to be named after an eating sound. I do love that these levels let pushers and pullers shine. I know, I feel- you know what? Let's have, Yukiya, hello, welcome in. You know what, Newbie has not gotten to have any, like, stream nights availability, so let's bring in Rope. Let's bring Rope in. Because we don't have Cliff Art, so let's bring in Rope. What do we think? Is that... Gladio will freeze to death? I can't use Necras anytime soon, so why don't we bring in Rope for a bit? Rope might also freeze, because she's not very built for cold weather, but you know what? We'll do it for Newbie. You can remove my wife, it's been bad today. Yeah, well, the other thing is that Reed is not necessarily entirely part of Stream Nights. Reed is also just in my main team in general. Use a mountain climbing rope. Exactly, it's perfect. She'll borrow a coat. Ah, yes. Unlike the single-minded claw beasts, humans will weigh the options most likely to give them their desired outcomes. See, this is what I was saying, guys. You said, what would you rather deal with? Seaborn or politics? And I said, you know what? At least you can talk to a politician. You can't talk to a Seaborn. Single-minded claw beast, you're not gonna really be able to work with. at least you can try to, like, outmaneuver someone with, you know, political games on you. I would rather take that than just being seaborne food, you know? Alright. Let's... Kiwai's a good save. Let's see here. They talk sweet and then they'll stab you in the back. But, I don't know, would you rather have that or... I don't know. You're either stabbed in the back or in the front. Alright, let's... just stab them first. Alright, Pram, same with Silver Ash. We're going to bring you in... No, it's stage 3. We're probably fine now. We'll keep you on standby here. We've got Saria, Izrin, Jobai. We've got Mountain and Vulpes. Saria's good as bad. We have Wishlash. Alright, let's switch out Jobai. Let's bring in Rope. I think Rope's a... Rope might not even be E1 yet. Might not be able to do that for long. Oh, okay, she's E1 level. We can give her more than that. We can at least help her a little. We'll give her, like... There we go. What?
Does watching this stuff actually help?
I would hope so.
Alright, coming.
Wait. Sengetsu, what are you? Do I have Gnosis? No, because this is my first event for- Oh, wait, no, that's different. No, I don't. I'm trying as much as I can. We have Pram, we're benching Silver Ash for like a stage or two. We'll bring him back later. Don't have Cliffheart. Had to choose Spectre over Cliffheart. Wanted to not have to make the choice, but had to make the choice anyway. Brought in Courier, because it feels fitting. I could bring in Matterhorn, but, I said no Gnosis. I see, I get it now. I could bring in Matterhorn, except I don't have him leveled at all. Like 100%. Isn't Cliffheart given for free anymore? She is not. No, she is not anymore. Do I have Degen? I do not. I wish... I do have Stewart, but yeah, I could bring in Stewart for a bit. Might do that. Probably he is leveled, so let's see here. He's kind of leveled. A little bit. Cliffheart was changed to a voucher containing Lapland, Spectre, Telopsis, and Cliffheart. Yeah, and I chose Lapland. You know what? We can... I don't really know how to use him much. Could also bring Frostleaf, if that's kind of fitting. Alright, let's try... Let's, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. Let's give me one. No material needed for 3-star. Oh my gosh. I did not know this. Alright then. Okay, well, why not?
I'm glad that you're satisfied with my work. Instructor Doberman will be happy too.
3 stars of the goat working for minimum wage. Alright. Sorry, what are we? Okay, 155? Tobrin didn't want to come here to begin with, but... True. You know, oh my gosh. If Newbie reads that, Newbie's just gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna force Doberman to join. I think I'll bring Catapult too. D5 is the max? Well, okay, you know what? Then let's just do that then, because if he's a 3-star, he won't really get much else in that. So, you know what? Let's reward him with that. That's fine. We can do that. Skill level 2? Okay. If 3 stars are cheap, then we can get them to the end. I think that's fair. Alright. OCD Fox adds EXP manual. Yes, Josh!
I have learned a lot.
Perfect. Alright. Alright, Steward. Let's get you up here. We already have you at skill 4, so let's go 5, 6, 7. That sounds good. Alright. You guys shush. Do we still there it's E1. Do we get we do not. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna learn. We're gonna learn.
What can I do for you?
Hopefully a lot. We'll try. Okay. Let's try this. What? Oh, shush! Oh, shush! I said an entire string. I didn't say 2 of them. I'm on your side, Star. Manually XPing is the only way. Thank you! I'm so glad to not be alone. I really appreciate it. No, I didn't. I said a whole line. Your fault if you didn't hear the earlier ones. Also, hello, Yukiya. Is it really a conversation with politicians, though? Okay, Yukiya, you can either have a conversation with politicians, or you can have a monster that doesn't want to listen, that just wants to straight up kill you. Like, good luck. I don't know. I think I'd rather take my chances. Alright. I'm also with you on this. You were never alone. Thank you, Janu. Alrighty. I'm sorry, Star. I have to time you out for an hour. That's the rules. Put up the BRP screen, go get lunch. I told you, that's the dumbest thing ever. People who put up BRB screens and then leave the stream on. Kill? It's an invitation to join We Many. No. No. No, no, no. Already got forced into that once. Don't want to do it again. Monsters trying to save you? Depends on how you want to look at it. Make a mod band me BRP later screen. I also manually use EXP. The game will actually not calculate how much exactly you need to level. If you have like 100 more EXP left, it will use the 1,000 EXP cards. I hate it. You know, the thing is, I could have done it manually if it started low and went high, but it doesn't. It goes high and it goes low. It's so dumb. If it just used up the earlier lower ones, then I would have been fine, but that's not what it wants to do. That'd be such a strange thing for newcomers. Do it. It'd be like, in the pinned post, there's a Google Doc. Oh, gosh. Look at it this way, at least you can kill the monster without any moral implications. HR can be banned Zugetsu's one kind star. Punish him by removing Mountain. I just brought in Mountain! Oh my gosh. Google Doc of star crimes that WZ can put in each of his pinned messages. Oh, okay. We need to move on, you goofballs. But I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to chill a little bit. If you're new here, if you're a new face and I've not been here before, hello, welcome in. My name is Starlight. I'm a Prismatic Fox. I'm happy to have you here. And if you would like to join our Discord, thank you guys. We would be happy to have you. It is a crazy community that is very active. There is an Arknights channel as well as 2 spoiler threads. One is for global spoilers, so that I do not get spoiled on things related to this event or anything past Act 1. And the second is CN spoilers, for anyone who doesn't want to see anything that hasn't been released on the global server yet. We would be happy to have you. Please consider joining our Discord, and make sure to grab the rules role, which is the Stargazer role, so that you are able to chat in it. I would appreciate it greatly. Also, make sure that you subscribe on YouTube or follow on Twitch if you have not yet. With that being said, we will jump in here. Okay.
Status report.
Things aren't quite right. The doctor's guess was a hit. A lot of people are gathered over here.
Are they setting out for the factories?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Stay on their tails. Keep me informed.
Roger.
And that'll conclude this factory's handover. Everything up till now has been smooth as ice, thanks to your mediation, Doctor. I might have been a little neglectful beforehand. I'm very sorry for that. Don't mind it. I'm just a scholar. Hi, no need to be so humble. There's plenty still to come that'll require your guidance.
One moment.
Do you have some qualm about this, General Valai?
An ambush.
That's General Valai for you.
Who are you?
We're here to get an explanation. Weiss and the Doctor should have just conveyed to the subject's representatives the steps Carlin Trade's taking. There must have been some misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? Sorry, Mr. Chester. I think you don't get it. Sir Enciotes was tricked by this foreigner.
Come again?
We were all kept in the dark. We only realized what was happening once someone told us. Mr. Chester, you should know this foreigner's original purpose in Yerag was to advise on erypathy and infected handling methods.
What's your point?
Our informant is never wrong. This foreigner's already in cahoots with Arktos, and it's your job to keep eyes on the guest, General Valai. Everyone knows Arktos and the Vinebeat Court were never happy with how Sir Enciotes opened up Yerag. The foreigner's going to say the factories spread erypathy as an excuse to shut them forever with gross slander against the Lord.
You're the one speaking slander. The Palaroaches would never stoop to such unsightly lows.
Palaroaches and the Vinebeat Court are all tied up. You don't think anything unsightly? You don't think enough people have lost their lives?
Father, are you all right?
Come, drink it. Drink and all will be better. Aragander's tears will cleanse this taint that Shigata have left.
What proof do you have?
You're asking me to prove your own misdeeds? Doctor, this isn't true. Can I trust you? There's only one thing you need to say. Justify yourself to us.
Guards, protect our guest! Take them away!
Get that foreigner now! Where did you come from? It's not safe here.
Time to run, Doctor!
The Ursus operator lifts you onto her shoulders and leaps into the forest in giant bounds. You're strong, Aurora.
You can stop running. Let's put me down now. Oh, alright.
I need to reiterate, Doctor. No matter what plans you have, this is far too dangerous. You probably don't remember, but I've told you the same thing many, many times before. Believe me, I believe you. Anyone can make mistakes, even me. If you're willing, I hope you can make my work a bit easier on me. The possibility's not high, but what would you have done if more professional combatants were snuck into that attack? If they brought crossbows, what then? Don't worry, their goal isn't to kill me.
I'll report the situation to the doctor. Captain Sharp and I both followed your confidant's message, heading separately to the Browntails' residence and the Silver Ashes factories to pursue suspicious personnel. Our trails ended up converging into one, surprisingly enough. These people were very likely incited by the Browntails. Agitating civilians and smearing the competition are both common schemes, but they're crude.
Seems it's to stir conflict between the Palaroaches and Silver Ashes. But it's probably a trap.
What do you mean?
Their equipment and combat strength aren't up to par. It's not even enough to get them out in one piece. Suppose they were arrested and interrogated, and then gave up their source.
Then it would look bad for the Browntails?
That's not the whole of it. We're lacking intel. We still can't see the full picture of this incident. No way to actually lock onto the hidden orchestrator or their goals. One thing we can be sure of is someone wants to disturb the Tri-Clan relations. That is to say, they want to shatter the Snow Realm's overall stability. Circumstances are exceptionally dangerous for outsiders like you, Doctor.
What do we do now, Doctor? Should we think of some way to make it back first?
It's not time yet. This incident's far from over. That's right. Charade's just one small part of the giant storm. But my duty's clear-cut. I'm getting you out of danger, Doctor. I'm going to get more info. The more you know, the more dangerous your situation. We likely won't have the time to ensure all the details, Doctor. But since you're so determined, and seeing as you have a good grasp on things, it won't stop you. At this point, do you plan on telling Courier and Matterhorn, and especially Cliffheart, considering they're all Silver Ashes? No. Agreed. I'm sorry to Cliffheart, but now that we're here, it's hard for me to fully trust Courier and Matterhorn. For now, take me back.
Is there anyone else?
None. They've all been suppressed.
Then what about the doctor? Whereabouts?
We saw someone taking the doctor away, running into the forest.
Damn! You lot, with me! There better not be a single scratch on... Is it me you're looking for? Oh!
Ah, so you're... I thought you... You thought I ran?
That was a difficult situation there, and I lost sight of you. I hope you can forgive me. I made a mockery of myself when I should be, by all rights, have prioritized your safety. As you can see, the people here have all been contained. Don't move! Settle down!
Don't think we don't know. You're here just to frame Sir Enciotes. You self-righteous hypocrite. Ha!
Bro?
Hmm? Ara, why are you here?
Bro, what are you doing?
Why are you all mixed up with these people?
That's my boss!
Leave it. Now's not the time.
Understood, Captain.
To be honest, I have nitpicks with Carlin Trade's factory safety measures.
What?
The Originium transport channels aren't secure enough. Have you told Sir Enciotes about that? You! You're a nasty piece of work after all! It's the truth.
I don't quite understand, so I have no way to judge if what you say is true. But it sounds at least somewhat reasonable.
I'll never believe your vile lies.
You... I want you to behave or else. Have you given a thought to the sort of punishment you'll face for attacking an outside guest of honor in the Vinebead Court's territory?
So long as it's for Sir Enciotes.
The Silver Ash's guest attacked by the Silver Ash's subjects? Is there any way this won't smear the Silver Ash reputation? Is this how you repay Sir Enciotes? Think about it! Bro, you used to be so cool-headed. What happened?
Forget it. You wouldn't understand if I told you. General Valai, let these people go.
What?
As you see, my subordinate has a relative here.
General Valai, please be kind.
Listen up, all of you.
If it wasn't for our guest's altruism, you'd all be in for a caning before the day is out. Reflect on your actions.
Don't think you'll buy us off just like that. You rotten. Leave it, leave it. We're out of here. Don't disgrace the Silver Ashes any more than that.
The furious subjects slowly leave, wearing expressions of disappointment and spite as they go. The most vitriolic clash, for the moment, has been diffused. A heavy blizzard is gathering at this moment. Of that much you're sure. Inscrutable. Oh.
Look at the map and figure out your route before we get in there.
Huh.
This is experience talking.
Of course. The one time we bring rope is the one time we don't have this luxury. Alright. Fair enough. Let's bring Courier to the start here, I suppose.
Forwards!
This will go inwards and... Which way is this gonna... I can't really tell which way this is gonna go. Where are we going? Interesting layout. I don't think I necessarily like this. Huh, okay. You know what? That's fine. We'll just do it this way. Have Suzerain helping. Rope can help from behind. I think that will work actually quite nicely.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Make sure your defense is up because we don't have anyone healing you at the moment. Let's have... We're okay here for now. Let's have, Saria behind.
Vermin.
Make me feel a little bit better about the layout here. Alright, Rope, can you help us out here? I'm curious. Trying to understand how Rope works. There we go. That works. Icefield oh, great. Casters. Casters, lovely. There's casters. Oh, okay. Caster has secluded themselves in the mountains to research arts techniques. Attacks 2 targets at once. After 2 attacks, the next attack inflicts cold, gains status resistance. Oh boy. Alright, let's have... Can we reach? Oh, we can't reach. Alright, Let's have... You know what, let's still just have Steward helping here, I think.
Got it.
And can you please leave him alone, sir? Oh my gosh. Alright. Fine.
Trust in me.
Did not want to need that, but fine. Be so stupid about that.
Down you go.
Alright, we're gonna have Rope ready for you when you come back.
I don't really do straight up.
Can we pull you when you're heavy and ice? I guess we can. Oh boy.
Your orders.
You feeling okay here, Courier? Great. This is not helpful.
Solidify.
Alright, good enough. Alright, I'm so done with it. Stupid casters. That's fine, I just want a little bit more to- Okay, great, dogs. I see the dogs. I'm gonna make sure dogs don't need to cause any troubles here. Oh my gosh, please. Please stop. Please stop. Please just stop. Thank you, courier. Oh my god, please, these casters. I swear, these casters. Alright. That's fine if I can just, you know what?
Where do you wish to go?
And of course. Now you're just hiding. Fine. Be that way. Be that way.
Sunt tuttore. Hate and resentment have no place, but in a burst of autumn
That gives Courier a bit more time, that's good. That's all we needed.
Your orders.
Good.
Speeding up. Down you go.
Good, good, good. Okay. Who else is left? Ah, dogs. Alright, fair enough, Opus. Help us out here. Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, we are good. Whew.
Hey, did you hear? Supposedly that guest of honor we were keeping an eye on, doctor or whatever, was attacked by Silver Ash's people? You only just heard about it. The news is everywhere. Then why don't you tell me what the hell is going on? Wasn't this doctor person invited by Ensiodes himself? Well, the version of the story I heard is, the attackers apparently thought that after the doctor went over, Arktos offered some under-the-table deals. Huh? Master Arktos wouldn't do something like that! Dumbass, can't you tell this is obviously nonsense made up by the attackers? If you ask me, after finding out that Arktos is going to be hosting the doctor, Ensiodes is trying to set Arktos up. Maybe the people behind the attack were sent by Ensiodes too. Yeah, that makes sense, just as you said. And why are we spending all this time keeping tabs on this doctor? They're probably not in cahoots with Ensiodes. I don't think it's any of these things.
I didn't fully understand you before, so I ask your forgiveness if I've offended you in any way. As you are Ensiodes' honored guest, I should be watching my words. But something doesn't add up about this attack made against you.
Indeed, it doesn't add up. Their actions aren't exactly reasonable.
That's what I think too. They clearly already received the information that Weiss passed along on behalf of Ensiodes, yet still are distrustful of you. It's almost as if someone anticipated Ensiodes' plans, and used the premise we just discussed to incite them. Huh, well said.
Malai, we always said you were a skilled tactician and had a good head on your shoulders. It looks like you still have a lot to learn from the doctor.
You're exactly right, sir.
Oh, right. Malai, pass this message on for me. My men don't need to keep watch over the doctor anymore. Just focus on guarding our territory. As for the guards the doctor brought along, they will be allowed to come and go freely from now on.
Yes, sir.
I just happened to overhear a bit of your conversation from the hallway. I don't have any interest in your guessing games, but I might be able to offer you some clues. Yeragander is our witness. Doctor, I apologize for the rudeness of the Palaroch clan. On my name as head of the House of Palaroch, I swear to Yeragander that I was not the one who instigated this attack. If you are willing to believe me, let me assure you that there are absolutely no scoundrels in the Palaroch clan that would carry out such a malicious attack behind my back. Thank you for your trust, Arktos. And never said anything about trusting you, Doctor. But at least I'm certain now that you aren't up to any mischief. Doctor, I may not be much of a philosopher, but even a rough-around-the-edges man like me can smell that there's something unusual brewing in Yerag. That damned Ensiodes suddenly talking about ceding power back to the Saintus, then driving Gnosis away, and now putting you in this position. Someone attacked you in the midst of it all. Let me be honest. I can't help but to suspect that Ensiodes is up to no good, even if he hasn't shown the slightest flaw in what he's doing. But I'm not going to sit around and wait for the land granted to us by Yeragander to fall into danger. In that case, Arktos. What is it? If our enemy is able to predict your response, then they no longer need to use me as a smokescreen. What? Boom. A massive explosion goes off in the distance. The people outside whisper amongst each other, debating whether or not it is going to snow. The people inside lower their heads without a word, shouldering an intangible burden. Gnosis Edelweiss. Madame Ratatos Browntail. It seems like I've finally earned the privilege of talking with you face to face. You can't fool me with that feigned humility, Gnosis. You are plenty smart yourself. Let there be no shady dealings between honest people. If you didn't want something from me, you would not have been trying to meet me again and again. Heh, if you're just trying to assert your dominance here, then I do believe it is time for me to bid thee farewell. Don't be in such a hurry, Gnosis. I have a few questions for you. When I first heard that the Edelweiss clan followed Ensiodes back to Yerag, I frankly was not too surprised. I thought you either had some evidence to prove that the Edelweisses would not be averse to the Silver Ash clan, or perhaps you had something to hold over Ensiodes. But neither you nor Ensiodes have said anything about what happened back then, while you still allow the Silver Ashes to rebuke you for your shamelessness. What keeps you going? I'm curious. He promised me a future. A future? Yerag's future. An emerging industrial country that would allow me to utilize my talent in research without fear of plagiarism, misuse, or suppression. That's all? Needless to say, I never expected you to understand in the first place, Ratatos. You will never be a researcher after all. It may be difficult for you to understand how thrilling it is to freely explore the innovation and application of technology, backed by plenty of resources and privilege, to be given a legitimate purpose. So that's the deal you struck. You give him your skills, and he provides you a stage. And then what? Surely you aren't going to tell me that he pushed you out and made you take the fall just to protect himself. Is this all that Carlin Trade's cost-benefit analysis amounts to? You seem to have a lot of faith in Carlin Trade. Why didn't you accept the offer to work under Ensiodes 2 years ago? Don't be ridiculous. No matter how powerful Ensiodes is, he cannot change the faith that has been so deeply rooted in the bones of our people for thousands of years. Carlin Trade can only grow as big as the Tri-Clan Council and the Vinebead Court allow, and it is impossible for Yerag to industrialize. Wait. So he's found a new bargaining chip? Exactly. There was no way for Ensiodes to turn the people of Yerag against Yeragander, so he had to reach a compromise. But he's been stuck there for far too long. No matter how many times I tried to push him, he seems indifferent. Until there finally came an opportunity to turn things around. Encia's erypathy symptoms are under control, and though there still isn't a cure, she was able to return to him alive and well. and excitedly told him that it might be possible to deepen cooperation with an outside party to better control the spread and harm of erypathy at a lower cost. No, Ensiodes wouldn't. Of course not. Once the gate to Yerag is opened, it cannot be completely sealed again. The number of infected living in Yerag will only increase. This is the reality of our world. During the process of Yerag's continued development, the ability to deal with erypathy will ultimately become a new bargaining chip. He is about to make the people of Yerag decide between faith and technology, and faith alone will no longer protect them from erypathy. Empty rhetoric. There's no proof. Come with me, then. Bring your people along, including those who can fight, and I will show you something.
The light of Carlin was shining on us.
Ram? Ram, I think you're a little busy right now. Alright then. Okay. Whew, alright. Found the next name I misled about reference in Discord. Alright, give me a sec here. Probably pronounced like the Swiss canton she's named after. I can't click that at the moment. So, you're gonna have to write that out, I suppose. More reading, my beloved. Oh gosh, hang on one sec. Need to check something really quick. Here. Oh, okay. That's not... Okay, that's doable. Surprisingly. Alright. What side are you on? The faith side or the tech side? Oh, jeez. I don't think there's, like, a clear way to articulate it. I mean, I'm not... I'm in favor of tech for research to making it easier to deal with erypathy, but I am not in favor of making that easier to be a problem. Me when it's a reading and fully voice acting the entire Arknights story. Oh, okay. The Floaty Rock guides me and calls me Smug Moment. Wa as in Wario. Le as in the first two letters in leg. Wale? Wale? Oh, shoot, that is really different. Oh, well. VOD watchers, I apologize in advance. We're learning as we go. Because I am not a polyglot. Oh shoot, I don't even remember how to say that one either. Gosh. I'm here to give us a mountain tour. Shoot. I don't, oh! He's wrong though? Va is va, not wa? So it's, Vale? Vale. Zwole. Zwole. Arknight, thank you for rejoining the membership. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Arknight. So, okay, Vale. So instead of Vale. Okay. That works. Close enough. OMG Arknight, hi.
Alright, Arknight, have a good night. Thank you so much for the support and sleep well. Star frozen in place by intimidating foreign names. Don't break too much ice, we won't have anything to stand on. Hello, Okachin, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day too. Oh gosh. We're getting into the thick of it now. With the emphasis on lay, so valet? Valet. I was close. Okay, so instead of valet, it's valet. I was close. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was, at least. Alright. I'll just do my best on it, as best I can. Sea Terror? No problem. Foreign names? Dead. It's actually somewhat French. Okay, so... Not lay, but lay. Lay. Valet? Valet. No, wait. How? Oh. Emphasis on lay. How would that... Valet. But then that's, wait, then that's emphasized on the va instead. No, it's okay, it's okay. You guys can be sticklers for pronunciation. I don't know how to emphasize the second half of it, though. It feels like it would be emphasized on the first half. Let's emphasis on the E, but a bit shorter. Say the word let. Le. Okay. Vale. But wait, the emphasis is on the second half? Because I can understand vale, but I can't understand valet? Valet? How do you make the second half stand out? This is... I don't know how to pick which part is sounding larger, I guess. I guess I'll just try to say, Va delay, the ice, the fish, it doesn't end. I think I'll just try, Vale. I guess that's as close as I can get. We're doing the best we can. Alright, let's jump in. Also, thank you, Vessa, for subscribing on Twitch. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Okay. I've been, I'm gonna bore people who just came in here. Okay. Mountain snow is coming. Reality is more terrifying than fiction, and man-made disasters is more unpredictable than natural disasters. Oh, okay then. Hey Nurse, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Hey! Did you come all the way out to the boonies to dig up something good for me?
For death and destruction, naturally.
Keep running your mouth. Though, as long as I'm on the giving side of death and destruction, I'm alright.
Almost here. Do you still remember anything about this place, Ratatos?
If memory serves me right, this road leading out of Yereg has long been abandoned since the wind and snow took down the bridge. Blizzards are frequent, and even reinforced bridges are hard to secure. The people have all but given up on redeveloping the roads here.
How many hands do you have at the Turricum Pass?
Enough to let me know who and what Enciodes deals with every day.
Then, do you know how much military equipment and personnel have passed on to Yerag under your nose lately?
Are you saying that Enciodes bypassed Turricum and opened a railway out in a place like this? That's ludicrous.
Look, It's coming.
But that road leads straight down into a canyon.
Not anymore.
Impossible!
Tools were used to enclose the bridges, tracks, and load-bearing structures into the cliffs on both sides. To avoid prying eyes and ears, the structure extends from the mountain to form a bridge only when a train is about to pass. Such a simple idea, yet incredibly intricate to implement. Pity that I didn't come up with it. The fresh snow on the ground shudders imperceptibly, and a faint sound gradually grows stronger. The bridge's bearings spring to life with sparks of light, just as the light of civilization shines into Yerag. The head of the train gallops over the bridge, segment after segment following behind it. Flames began to dance, as if awakened by the weight of the train. The youth turns to face the crowd and snaps his fingers. The burning light suddenly expands, becoming brighter and warmer, engulfing several carriages in the middle of the train like a bonfire on a festival night. Finally, unable to swallow what it had engulfed, the flames brutally split the carriage with a deafening roar. Scintillating metallic objects splash forth like fireworks, clinking and clattering against the tenacious and resilient steel bars of the bridge before plummeting straight down. A fur shawl dances in the flames' wake, but the sophisticated tactical suit seems indifferent. Not a soul knows if all this happened too quickly, or if the spectacle simply paralyzed the senses. Everyone who witnessed the scene unfolding can only stare blankly and wordlessly for a while. Only the young man flourishes his arts unit nonchalantly, the snow rippling around him in waves. He activates his arts, letting a dazzling standard-issue military saber gently slide down next to his feet. With but a gesture of his hand, the weapon is already in his grasp. Victorian craftsmanship. It's quite sharp. This vague, wispy blue texture. I wonder if you've ever seen any similar metals in Silver Ash's quarries? Let's get to the point. You want to get information about Ensiodes from me, and I want to use the Browntail's power against him. As I said from the very beginning, I am not the only one here who needs to demonstrate goodwill. I am, after all, too familiar with how the Browntail clan does things. Should you find yourselves at a disadvantage, or even realize you cannot deal with Ensiodes at all, you'll capture me right away in an attempt to curry favor with him. But time is short. Even I cannot estimate how many people Ensiodes plans to bring in, or how many weapons. I need to act now and destroy his transport route before he has enough power to bring everything under the sun into Yerag. And beyond that, I need to cut off your retreat, as you are all now my accomplices. Even if you choose to surrender to Ensiodes, you are all inextricably tied to today's explosion. After I seal off this path, Ensiodes may well lack the manpower to fight Arktos head-on. Now, you no longer have a choice.
Come, arrest Gnosis!
Easy now! Ratatos, I take it that this is your answer?
No, Gnosis, you got one of your premises wrong. From the very beginning, I never trusted you. I'd never fall that easily with a traitor. I've always wondered how you were always walking around all high and mighty, even after getting kicked out of Carlin Trade. I always believed that Ensiodes let you go because the information you have means nothing to him, and he expected you to backstab him. I assumed he was using you as an unwitting smoke bomb to mess with us, but that's no longer the case. How could he allow you to go around doing whatever you want, disclosing secrets like these? How could such a crucial route not be guarded by any garrisoned troops?
You're right. We're talking about Ensiodes here. He'd never let his guard down. Don't be so hasty. After all, their original mission was to cover up the traces left in the snow by the train. Don't get too ahead of yourself, Gnosis. Allow me to introduce you to the squad Enciotes has been training in secret, codenamed Shigata.
What did you say? Shigata?
They shall be as the Shigata of ancient legend, not baptized in the glory of Yeragander, challenging superstition with pure strength. Shigata of legend that hide in the depths of the highland snow-capped mountains. They wear disconcerting masks, tie huge bells to their bodies, and wrap animal pelts around them. Yerag children cry at the mention of their name. They are nothing more than legends. The outfits worn by the troops in front of her bears little resemblance to the equipment scattered from the train. Seeing the masks on their faces, Ratatos cannot help but shiver. Tolerance that the Master afforded you was graciously repaid with betrayal. Round them up! Ratatos, this is your turn. It is your turn to show your loyalty.
Ugh. I'll remember this!
There is about to be an accidental avalanche caused by a lightning strike. The subordinates secretly dispatched here by Enciotes are, unfortunately, about to disappear. The name of the squad was something like Shigata. There weren't many present, but seemed to have all been taken alive by Ratatos. The other two Shigata in charge of the freight train survived, but were also locked up. That's the extent of what I saw. I'm confident I wasn't seen. Enciotes certainly would not see this as a simple natural disaster either.
Doctor, over here!
To avoid drawing the Silver Ash clan suspicions, I will back out for now and await the doctor's further instructions.
Cliffheart. Hey, I'm glad to see you're still kicking, Doctor. Sheesh, they told me I wouldn't be able to see you because you'd be tied up with official business or something. I was really worried that you'd be stuck with the Palaroaches until the ceremony was over. Oh, but I heard that you're getting along well with Mr. Arktos? Not sure why that would surprise me, though. After all, you're really popular around Rhodes Island. Oh, right. Is there anything I can help you with, Doctor? I feel bad that it's been one thing after another since you came here, so I was thinking I could maybe run some errands for you.
Can you say hello to the Saintess for me?
My sister's been awfully busy lately. Even I haven't had a chance to see her. But if you really need me to, I can climb up the mountain and pay a secret visit. I just wanted to help you out, but I just made you worry even more about me.
Can you tell me some Yerag folktales, then? Like, about the Shigata?
Whoa, where'd you hear that word? Well, it's actually an old legend that goes way back. Thousands of years ago, when Yeragander was protecting her people from the wind and snow, a group of mountain savages rejected her blessings. Among them,
we've confirmed that several segments of tracks suffered similar damage. The losses have been tabulated, and repairing them will take some time. But more critically, of the points of access between Yerag and the outside world, several of the routes that were completely under our control have been cut off. In other words, outside forces will no longer be able to enter Yerag without great effort. But we still have a relative abundance of various supplies and materials in our reserves, enough to hold out while the tracks are being repaired. That's not the important part. Additionally, we've confirmed that Gnosis and Ratatos have been in contact and have been lingering around our borders. Of course. And what of the Doctor? The Palaroach clan is no longer keeping a close watch on the Doctor. The guards are so discreet that we're unable to track them. Very well. You may go now. Yes, sir.
Well done.
I must admit, this came as a bit of a surprise, but Gnosis indeed has the capacity to pull off something like this.
Your idea of trust is rather twisted.
He bore the burdens of Carlin trade for so many years, so it's only natural that he would have the ability to exceed my expectations in certain areas. This is not trust, but rather a base requirement. A requirement that the Silver Ash clan has of its associates. I always thought I would have the right to shoulder Yarengander's burden only when I was prepared to shoulder all of Yerag. It has been too long since the Tri-Clan Council and the Vinebead Court left this burden.
Don't tell me that's why you and the Saintess have to shoulder all of Yerag.
She may eventually come to make the same choice. And I need to prepare for the next step. Alright then. Alright, where are we? Okay. Aroma found dead in train explosion. Oh my gosh, Sengetsu. No new raw name this time. Oh boy. Goodness. Okay. Give me a sec. Lots of reading in here. Okay. Let's change this. There we go. Okay. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate it. Okay. There are no shortcuts on the road to self-actualization, and this is a truth that the family knows well. Alright. I think this is fine for now. Let's see how far we can get here. Enya, I hope you will work to become the Saintess. Why? For Carlin trade to go further in Yerag, we need a Saintess, and this is the perfect opportunity. Why? Of course, things won't be so simple. You and I know exactly what the other two clans are planning, but I believe that as soon as you are touched by the snow, you will pass the trials and become the Saintess. Enya, I know you can do it. What if I don't want to? What if I fail? Of all my arguments and doubts, I voiced not a single one. Because I knew exactly how he would respond, just as always. You are a Silver Ash, Enya.
Dear, would you look at that? Isn't that Sir Enciotes?
Impossible. Tomorrow's the day of the Holy Hunt. The Master is surely preparing his offerings to the Saintess, so why would he be patrolling his territory so early in the morning? Wait, that really is Sir Enciotes!
I heard it used to be forbidden to ride burden beasts to Mount Carlin. Especially those seeking an audience with the Saintess. They had to keep their palms together, eyes on the ground, head bowed in prayer from the moment they left home. Look at that master now. Does he intend to follow the old tradition?
Yeah, I've heard of that tradition before. But the Master... Even someone of his status intends to walk up the mountain, one step at a time, with his head bowed.
What are you talking about? The Master is also a child of Yaragander. Don't tell me you're one of the Palaroch idiots who've forgotten the scriptures.
What kind of fool do you take me for? That's not what I meant. I'm just worried about the Master. You know as well as I do, the other two clans are insatiable. The Master proposed to return the Saintess to power, and they weren't too happy about that. They are jealous of all the progress that the Master has brought, and even sabotaged one of our railways. I heard they're in bed together now, working to keep Yerag sealed.
They wouldn't dare. Resorting to violence right before Yaragander's eyes would anger her.
Is there anything they wouldn't do? Today, the Master is walking through the streets unarmed. Tomorrow, the three clans will be sending their forces up to the mountains to hunt. What kind of blasphemy could they possibly commit?
Hush, you're going to invite misfortune if you keep talking like that. Oh, Yaragander, please bless the Master with a safe journey.
Oh, Yaragander, please bless the Master with a safe journey. Siodes, didn't think we'd see any worshippers as devout as you in this day and age.
My apologies, Mr. Pale. The Master is participating in an important ceremony and has to pray all the way there, so he cannot answer you right now. But allow me to offer you my regards on his behalf.
No worries, I am the one at fault. Oh, Yaragander, please forgive me. However, the road from Terra to Carlin is long, and I'm afraid that others will be worried if they see Ensiodes like this.
Don't worry, the Master made up his mind to do this long ago. We will protect him all the way.
That's a relief. May Yaragander bless Silver Ash.
May Yaragander bless you as well. It always feels like the beasts start panicking before the hunt even begins. You can tell how the beasts are behaving just from looking out the window. From the shifting of the snow. That being said, make sure you watch your feet tomorrow on the day of the holy hunt. The Great Elder is here. Oh, I have plenty of things to watch out for as it is.
Are you ready, Enya?
I prepared my luggage and my speech. Don't worry, Great Elder. This isn't the first time I've done this ceremony.
This one will be unlike anything in the past.
I heard that Ensiodes is coming to visit Yaragander.
It's good that he's willing to show piety at a time like this. Silver Ash also ordered a number of idols from the Vinebead Court not long ago, and enshrined them in places that lacked them.
Did Ensiodes really become so religious overnight?
Saintess, whether or not his devotion is true is for her to judge. It is not our place. But even those ignorant of Yaragander will be converted and pray to her after seeing a majestic aurora. Looking at things this way, to become devout overnight is actually a manifestation of her power. Regardless of Ensiodes' motivations, his conduct is beyond reproach. As long as he upholds the faith with his actions, then there is nothing for you to be concerned about, Saintess. In the end, all the people of Yerag must bow to thousands of years of tradition.
I hope so.
Ensiodes aside, the other two clan leaders will head up the mountain and wait. Since you will be accepting the transfer of power from the three clans, your speech will need to be more than just satisfactory. Whether during the holy hunt or the ceremony itself, if you seem to display any sort of bias towards the three clans, people will immediately interpret that as a sign that a clan has gained or lost power.
I understand the significance of the bell that I hold, and have thought extensively about how to wield it. There's just one more thing. The hunting longbow. Please allow me to use it.
Enya, you are familiar with the records of the previous saintesses, and should know that the Saintess is not required to personally join the hunt. Were you planning to use this longbow at the ceremony initiating the holy hunt?
Although the Saintess is not required to personally join the hunt, it should not be an affront to Yaragander if she does so.
This has been the tradition in the Vinebead court for thousands of years. You must not disregard your status, Saintess. The Saintess must accept the offerings of the 3 clans on behalf of Yaragander, bestowing food upon Yaragander's children in her place during the ceremony. What would it mean if the Saintess hunted the prey with her own hands? Besides, this isn't some kind of safari for your amusement.
You're right. In thousands of years, there has never been a precedent for the 3 clans to cede power to the Vinebead court. The transfer of power was originally meant to be a peacekeeping measure, but these days, turmoil wells up beneath Mount Carlin, and the land meant to be handed to the Saintess is being senselessly torn apart. As if they are not afraid to blaspheme Yaragander.
Yaragander's children need the Saintess to appease her anger and show her that the pious hearts of the people of Yarag have not changed for thousands of years.
Maybe what Yaragander needs is a Saintess who will convey her wrath.
Don't invite ill omens within the temple.
And in addition, those who toil will hold power, and those who idle will suffer. Though the 3 clans are supposedly ceding their power to the Saintess, it is not for the sake of handing over any true authority. But in order to maintain the faith's standing, I cannot simply wait for the bounties of the 3 clans. I am not trying to portray them as incompetent, but rather leading by example.
If maintaining the faith's standing is what you care about, then it is impossible to speak of change.
Yaragander's children have already moved forward. The prayers they offer to her are certainly different from what they were 1,000 years ago. And surely, she is not responding to them the same way she did 1,000 years ago. I heard that the Master set off from the old Silverash estate early in the morning and walked all the way here on his 2 feet, without resting or taking even a single sip of water. Dad, let's fetch a bowl of water for him.
To follow the old ways, you cannot eat, drink, or sleep the entire way there.
But it's already been a whole day, Dad. Our town is only halfway to Mount Carlin. He's about to leave, and the sun's going to set too. Who knows what kind of dangers are out there in the snow?
Oh, it's coming. Silverash's team quietly passes through the street at dusk, and Siodes keeps his head bowed, his palms folded as he silently prays in the direction of Mount Carlin in the distance. Those who hear his footsteps peek out from the windows curiously, leave their doorways, or stand on both sides of the street.
Dad, if I can't get him some water to drink, then I want to follow him to the foot of Mount Carlin. I decided to follow the Master when he opened a factory to teach me about technology. Now that he's demonstrating his faith and going to worship at Mount Carlin, that makes me want to follow him all the more.
Without a word, the people stand up, go down the stairs, and follow the Silverash guards into the snow. Find your way through the snow. Ah.
Direct memory access for application map.
Oh.
An enemy
Well, that's
coordinates
not
authorized.
fun.
Please stand by.
We have one safe spot to work with. Let me see here. We have one safe spot, and who do we have in terms of range? Not much here. Okay, they want us to work over here, but I'm not enthused about this position. It's gonna be here and here. We'll be in danger if I step here. That's not good. Alright. Let's... Do we have...
just thinking about we have a little too many on guards here. Alright, let's have Vulpes facing this way. There's no one else who's gonna be able to get through there right now, so I think we're okay. Rope Rope doesn't really have a great position either, does she? Okay. Vulpes is fine here, so let's just— What?! I did not think that was gonna be so immediate! Okay, fine! Fine, Blemmy it is! Oh my god! Why would you— I was not expecting a dog of all things to be in there. Jeez. Alright, Blemmy. Oh my gosh, okay. Can you not? I was not expecting a dog to traverse the stairs. I don't even think I've seen that before. When has a dog ever climbed the stairs? Alright. Attacks deal arts damage. Upon death, deals arts damage to all surrounding units and inflicts cold. When shifted, loses HP proportional to the distance. When shifted, huh? If only Rope had a place. She can be on the ground at least, so you know what? Okay, why don't we try that? Why don't we have Rope here on the ground? Actually, that might be interesting. And let's have a mountain with Rope. That's an interesting combo, I suppose. We'll just drag the enemy right into Mountain's fists. That could be interesting, or it could freeze everybody. I'm not really sure yet. We're just gonna have to— Why are you— What kind of path are you— This is so weird. Alright, there are more people going this direction, which I don't like. I think I want to be able to slow everyone down. I think that would be a good way to go. This could be really dumb or really useful. I'm not sure yet. Well, it's fun regardless. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Rope. Okay, well, it was kind of a fun idea, I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of a fun idea.
Target marked.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Alright. Let's make sure that can we— Yeah, you know what? That'll be good. Let's try that. Get anyone through here. Alright. Frozen explosive spiders mastered humanoid.
Down you go!
Oh gosh. At least we're okay. You're right. It is like spiders. I hate that. That's not fun at all. I don't enjoy that at all. Alright.
Down you go!
At least make me lose the code.
Alright, that works. Extremely annoying and stupid, but oh, that's not— That's a little too many dogs. Oh, dogs aren't even going over there. Okay.
Down you go!
Alright, we can do it with dogs, right?
Is this a good spot?
There we go. It at least works with dogs! We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. What if we gave the spider a katana? Please don't give Lillian any ideas, I beg of you. Nope.
Hate and resentment have no place, but in a burst of autumn wrath.
Alright. Can't do this, but we're gonna do it this way. Bring you in here and that's fine.
Mission accomplished.
Okay.
Sir, have some water. You haven't had so much as a sip since yesterday. You still have a hunt later. This is too— No need. But— This is my decision. don't make me say this twice, Matterhorn. Give it up, Matterhorn. You know better than anyone how stubborn Sir Enciotes is. You knew he wouldn't accept, so why ask? I must at least try. This is too risky. Risk and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. It's always been this way for us. All we have to do is listen to him. Phew. It's cold. The snowstorm is getting stronger, isn't it? He's taking too long. What a showy guy he must be to have the two clans wait for him. He's walking all the way here. That's not so bad, if you ask me.
What a surprise. You're commending him? From what I heard, Enciotes is enjoying quite the celebrity status on his way here. Arktos, you'd best be careful. Give it a few more days, and Yerrigander's most devout follower will be Enciotes instead of you.
Enough of your jabs, Ratatos. I don't trust Enciotes, but if he does the right thing, who am I to argue? Now, if you brought me here just to say this, you'll have to excuse me.
I don't have so much free time on my hands, Arktos. I just wanted to remind you.
Remind me? There's nothing I need you, of all people, to remind me of.
Are you sure about that? Arktos, bickering at each other isn't going to help either of us. Given the circumstances, our families have the strongest ties.
I'm not the one who's bickering, Ratatos. I don't like how you and Enciotes are always beating around the bush. I care about actions and nothing else.
You care about actions. Perfect, then. Let's talk about the explosion 2 days ago.
What? Are you going to tell me that was the Browntails doing? I'm not falling for that. That's not your style. Or are you trying to say you know who's behind it?
What if I tell you I really do?
You're not kidding?
Definitely not. Why don't you take a guess who gave us a helping hand? Shh. Launch! Launch! Just where did she go? Are you looking for me, madame? Do you really need to ask? You're usually pretty quick on your feet. Why are you wandering about like you're going to the park, now of all times? I told you we must be ready for this hunt. Whatever. How are preparations going? Tell you the truth, Monch, you're the most dependable warrior I have. It's all down to you whether I can bring honor to the Browntail clan and get back at that Ratatos. Madam, if I may speak my mind. If you have something to say, say it. Right. As I see it, if you truly wish to impress Matriarch Ratatos with such a fine performance that she sees you in a new light, I'm afraid you should set your eyes on more than just the hunt. I'm aware of that, but what else could I do? Ratatos always has everything thought out well in advance. It's like she's not giving me any chances. I'll admit she's a little smarter than me. But I'm not useless either. That's why you have to make sure you do your job well, no matter what it takes, Monch. You and I will sap some of that stinking just arrogance together. I will show her how amazing I can be. I understand how you feel about the Browntails, madame. But in that case, you should really set your eyes on more than just the hunt. Tell me then, what else could we do? If you trust my judgment... What are you talking about? If I don't trust you, who else could I trust? I appreciate your trust, madam. So please leave this matter to me. I have a few ideas, but we need to be careful. It's not the right time to jump to conclusions. As for you, madam, to make sure everything goes well, please do not tell Sir Yucatan about this affair. Not even Yucatan? Right, he's always in the way, treating me like a little girl. He even tells on me to Ratatos, as if I don't know. I'll leave everything to you, Monch. Don't disappoint me. Of course. Please rest assured. When all is said and done, I will make sure you will get your time in the limelight. The sound of the bells rings from her purest soul. Those who love her cast their heads down to listen, and Yeragander shines her countenance upon all her faithful children. Listen, the bells of the hours have chimed. You are almost late, Sir Anciotes.
I beg for forgiveness. The path of enlightenment is always a treacherous one. This, too, must be one of Yeragander's trials for the Silver Ashes.
You walked all the way from Terra to Mount Carlin. It must have been an exhausting journey. However, I hope you will find your right path forward.
With your blessings, great Saintess, the path ahead is shrouded no more. Even as we speak, I am making my way toward Yeragander's teachings.
You have a fine way with words, Sir Anciotes.
You flatter me. I am profoundly humbled to be welcomed by the great Saintess herself.
With the pomp and circumstance of your entrance, I wouldn't dare to give you the cold shoulder, Sir Anciotes.
Where can I find the Great Elder, if I may ask?
The Great Elder is preparing for the ceremony. Such is why I'm here to receive you myself. For this holy hunt, I shall follow Yeragander's will, and stand alongside you to bring this ceremony to a successful conclusion.
You mean you will personally take to the hunting grounds?
Do you too think my decision is a rash one, Sir Anciotes?
Not in the slightest. I'm simply overcome with emotion. It seems you have come to realize the gravity of your position as leader of the three clans. It's a fortunate thing for Yerag.
It's my responsibility. Great Saintess, Sir Anciotes, the holy hunt will begin shortly. Please hurry. It's nearly time. Please, come with me, Sir Anciotes.
After you, great Saintess.
Sir Anciotes.
What is it?
Whether your path is right or wrong, Yeragander has its own path to follow. No one can decide for all of Yeragander's children.
I feel the same way. Our merits are not for others to judge. Now that things have come to this, there is no reason for me to back away. With my actions, I did all that I could, nothing more.
By Yeragander, I, as Saintess, hereby declare I shall lead Yerag's finest warriors to find and lay waste to all of the Shigata hiding in the mountains, so that Yerag may have peace.
By Yeragander, I, Arktos, as always, will lead my warriors of the House of Palaroch, following the Saintess in her quest to find all Shigata hiding in the mountains, and to bring back the most magnificent prey.
By Yeragander, I, Ratatos, as always, will lead my warriors of the House of Browntail, following the Saintess in her quest to hunt down all Shigata hiding in the mountains, and to bring back the most exquisite prey.
By Yeragander. I and Siodes, as always, will lead my warriors of the House of Silverash, following the Saintess in her quest to suppress all Shigata hiding in the mountains, and to bring back the most ferocious prey.
May our faith reach Yeragander, and may prosperity reach Yarak.
May our faith reach Yeragander, and may prosperity reach Yarak.
May our faith reach Yeragander, and may prosperity reach Yarak. May our faith reach Yeragander, and may prosperity reach Yarak! Everyone, please check your equipment. Let the hunt begin!
Your logical deduction was absolutely correct. What a perfect calculation.
Alrighty.
Ah! Really? Oh, goodness. Alright, let me see where we're at here. I'm a little scared. Because if I... Oh, man. That's gonna be... It's gonna be another hour. It's gonna be... Another full... Another... Oh my gosh. There's so much. Oh. Might have to split this. Somehow no mountain jokes so far, despite the event setting. I think there's been a lot, no? I'm looking at the estimates and I'm not sure. I feel like, oh, man. Understandable. Yeah, it's like, it's a lot, right? It's gonna be a lot. It is a lot already. It's gonna be a lot later. It's gonna be... It's gonna be at least 40. 40. I don't know. That's why I said we would have to see how you feel. I'm not sure. Go at the pace that's comfortable for you? No point in forcing yourself? I'm trying to think. Because we're gonna kind of be stuck if I... This might be a good, this might sort of be like a good cliffhanger point. And also a very fitting place to bring Silver Ash back. I think that we might... we might, trying to think. Yeah, you know what? Let's start next stream with the tutorial. I think that would be good. Do tutorial and then call stream? Well, we're gonna have to use it immediately, and I'll probably end up forgetting if we do it first. So I think it would be good to start the next stream with the tutorial, and then it'll be like fresh in our minds when we have to use it. Because otherwise I have to hold on to whatever the tutorial was for 4 days. May I suggest something? Sure, go right ahead. Yeah, it's definitely a lot. My head is spinning. There's so many different clues here. You have 2 skins, not done after we finish the fish arc. Okay. 2 skins. I'll look at them with the remaining time we have. I don't have it set up though. I don't have anything set up to do that. If you just mean you want me to throw it up on an art thing? Is that what you mean? The shop? Oh, we did. I don't think we've looked at the shop stuff either. when does it leave in the shop? I was gonna look at those, I think, next Thursday, before they... We leave it Thursday or something, just saying if you want to get it done now, so you have time left. That's your review for 2 skins. Let's do it Thursday. I think Thursday would be good for that. And then we can add Thursday with other things too. As long as it doesn't do the thing where it like leaves right beforehand. As long as it doesn't do the thing where it's gonna like reset on the day of. If we have Thursday for it, then yeah, then let's do that. And then we could also prepare the, let's do that. Let's do it Thursday, and then we could prepare the other 2 that you're talking about. 5 days left? I know, but it's a matter of, like, if it hits the exact 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should last until Friday. It's so hard for me to judge when it's, like, 5 days, but is it gonna hit, like, on stream time, or is it gonna reset beforehand, you know? It's in the fashion catalog. Okay. Let's have that set for Thursday, then. And then I'll try to learn how to traverse the fashion catalog safer by then. I think that would be a good idea. Alright. With that being said, I think we are going to call it there. If you have not yet, please consider joining our Discord. We do have an active, very active Discord. There is an Arknights channel in the Discord. We also have an Arknights friend code thread. We have spoiler threads for anything past Act 1, or if you want to talk about anything related to the event here. And then we also have a CN thread if you would like to talk about anything that is not yet released in Global. But we would be happy to have you. And please make sure to grab the rules roll if you do join the Discord so that you will be able to talk. It is the Stargazer roll. It gets you notifications of when streams are. We'd be happy to have you. Please make sure to subscribe on YouTube and follow on Twitch if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We will start next stream with the tutorial and this crazy hunt from what I am hearing. We'll bring Silver Ash back into the team and see if that's fitting. Alright. With that being said, thank you so much, Stargazers. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you may be in the world or the many worlds beyond. And well, thank you so much, and all the best.